What originally, when we met with you the first time, we were going to come direct to market with a Zer01 product. We've kind of stepped back from that a little bit, and we decided that we're going to be more of an enabler mode. We're going to work with distribution partners and allow them to put their own brand on it and then resell it. Making phone companies out of retailers, allowing them to leverage their existing brands.
But we're still using the data tunneling techniques.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's sort of the core of the difference in the technology, right?
Yeah, so it's really, at the end of the day, it's just an unlimited internet plan, not just mobile web surfing, but actually unlimited data where you can tether and download and everything else you want. But it's all voice over IP, all over GSM network. So, and it's not just that fixed mobile convergence where you have to have a GSM carrier as well. It's all voice over IP.
And it works with HSDPA.
It does work with an HSDPA.
On the 1700, 2100 bands?
Yes. Yes. The technology
Only
itself.
on those bands, or?
No. See, the technology itself is agnostic. It's not band or network. Based upon any band or network. It'll work on anything. It'll work on wired. We just decided we're going to partner with GSM carriers because it'll give us like an international roaming capability.
So when you say partner with GSM carriers, what do you mean?
So what we've done is we basically have interconnect agreements with GSM carriers. They've allowed us to create a virtual private network overlay on top of their GSM network, and that allows us to backhaul from the consumer back to our data network. So typically we just resell a carrier's data and telecommunications. Well, we're not reselling any content or services from a carrier. We provide our own data, and then on top of that we do our own voice over IP and things of that nature.
Why are all the carriers and you guys keeping that such a secret, like which carriers you're working with? Or like you guys haven't named any specific carriers you're working with?
Yeah.
And they haven't named you guys, and it's sort of became a cat and mouse with the
It's
carriers.
not like I wouldn't mind naming a carrier, but it's more on their end.
Do you feel like at some point you have to name a carrier just to sort of defend yourselves? Because I mean, it seems like the carriers are almost in outright denial mode, whereas you guys clearly have a product here that's running off of a 1700 and 2100 spectrum. I mean, come on now, let's call a spade a spade.
Sure. No, I understand, but just the way the agreements are, we honor our agreements.
So I can bring any device to you guys, and you guys can provision it with the special software.
That's what we want to do. I mean, we're developing what's called a defragmentation engine. Obviously, I'm not sure if you're familiar with defragmentation issues, but that's basically not any one software will just operate on any device. It's device dependent, and it's also OS dependent, and then what combination of OS and device you're using, because the device has its own drivers, and then the OS has its own functions. So we've actually had to develop, we're developing and working on what we call a defragmentation engine that'll become a universal software component that will install on any device. At that point, it'll be truly bring your own device. But for now, what we're having to physically do to meet market demands is to port for each device. So in our technology rollout development, we're going to manually port for BlackBerry, jailbroken iPhones, Symbian devices.
Do you have an expectation date a launch date for when BlackBerry, Android, iPhone?
Yeah, I mean, I would like to see. I mean, BlackBerry's at the top of our list right now, so we like to see that.
Why BlackBerry?
Just because there's more BlackBerries out there than iPhones, and so as far
as in terms of who's using the data, it would almost seem that iPhones are using proportionally more data.
As well.
Sure.
Yeah, absolutely. We're working on iPhones as well, but because of the high cost of entry into the cellular market, because these devices aren't cheap, there's more BlackBerry devices out there, so that would give us a greater market as far as gaining access to those consumers.
So if I want to go out today and buy an unlimited data plan running off of your technology, can I do that anywhere and have a phone like right now that, as a consumer, not as a media?
So the data is not software dependent. So if you just wanted a data plan, you can buy a data plan directly from us.
Where?
Sorry?
Where? I mean, literally, like right now, is there a consumer who can walk into a store or talk to a reseller or something?
You know what? In the next 30 days, we will actually have on the street retailers that you can actually get it from.
Okay.
But we, as far as physical ability and capability to provide true and unlimited data right now,
Yeah.
we can do that because it's just SIM card based.
Sure.
We just authenticate you. It's not software. The software is really the.
There's still nowhere where someone can actually pay $69.95 a month and get the plan yet.
We have relationships with partners and we're ramping them up.
Okay.
So that's
And
why I
you
say
say
the next 30 days.
Next 30 days, someone will be able to buy it somewhere.
Yeah, and we'll hopefully by next week we'll make an announcement of who and where.
Okay,
And
but you can't say anything about who and where yet.
No, and
is it
we're
going to be like
actually-
more independent or more mainstream or?
This one is a little bit more independent, but they've been around for a while. They're known, and we
Tiered
are
marketing?
actually sorry.
Tiered marketing, or are you guys out of tiered marketing completely?
No, I mean the idea isn't completely shut down.
Yeah.
It's just obviously some of the things we went through, and but
Bad taste in everyone's mouth for the moment. Let's leave it alone. Or
no, it's just the next time we do it, we're gonna make sure things are in order a little bit more.
Yeah.
And we are actually in discussions right now with a big box retailer, which should give us a national distribution.
yeah, but you're still going to need people to bring in their phones to be provisioned, or
No, that's the neat thing is they'll be able to even maybe through a big box retailer just go and buy the SIM card, go home, put it in, sign up online, and activate themselves. Over the air.
okay, so it'll perform all. So I can buy any unlocked phone that works with your, like right now it would be, I imagine, Windows Mobile 6.1, 6.5. Does it matter?
5 and higher.
Okay, so I can buy any Windows Mobile 6.5 phone that works on the networks on which you.
Right.
Can it work on AT&T's HSDPA frequencies? Or?
All I can say is it'll work on it. We have a nationwide GSM footprint it'll work on that will provide.
If I buy a phone with 850, 1800, 1900 bands, will I get HSDPA?
specifications.
Speeds? Yeah, or do I need 1700, 2100 to get HSDPA?
Yes.
Okay, so I need the 1700 to 2100. Okay. But if I get the other ones, I can still use Edge networking and okay.